Many times in life, we compare ourselves to others and feel inadequate. We start to think, maybe God just gave them more talent than me. But have you ever stopped to wonder if it is purely God-given talent or something else? In today's story, we're going to find out. Make sure to watch until the end. Once upon a time, in a beautiful small town, a boy named Shanto lived with his family. This 12-year-old was full of energy and loved being outdoors. His absolute favorite thing in the world was football. Every single day, Shanto would head to the local public field to play. One afternoon, when Shanto came home from school, he slumped onto the sofa, lost in deep thought. He opened a school textbook, stared at it for a moment, and then collapsed back onto the cushions with a look of pure frustration. His father, who was just coming in from the garden, noticed his son's strange behavior and sat down beside him. "What's wrong, son?" he asked gently. "Is something bothering you?" Shanto admitted he had received a low grade on his math test, but that wasn't the real issue. He said, "My friend Iman got a great grade again. Just like always. No matter how hard I try, I can't do as well as him." Shanto's father remained quiet for a moment, feeling his son's disappointment. He went to get a glass of water to help Shanto calm down. Once Shanto seemed more relaxed, his father took him out to the peaceful garden. "Shanto," his father began, "I want to teach you 3 important lessons based on what you're feeling today. These lessons will guide you for the rest of your life." Shanto respected his father deeply. He was worried, but also curious. "What are the lessons, Dad?" "You'll learn them one by one," his father replied, "and for each one, I'm going to give you a challenge. For the first lesson, I want you to invite Iman to play football tomorrow." Shanto nodded, wondering what his father was up to. The next morning was beautiful, and Shanto headed to school feeling excited. After classes ended, he asked Iman to play football. Since Shanto played every day, he performed amazingly. He scored 3 goals and led his team to victory. Iman, on the other hand, didn't have much experience. He tried hard, but he kept missing the ball. Still, everyone enjoyed the game. Afterward, Shanto ran to the garden to find his father. "Dad, I played with Iman. Now, tell me the first lesson." His father smiled. "How did the game go?" Shanto told him everything from his 3 goals to the fact that Iman couldn't really do much on the field. His father nodded. "Look closely, Shanto. Iman isn't great at football, but he's great at math. Just like you struggle with math but excel at football. We are all different, and there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone has their own strengths and interests." Shanto realized his father was right. Being different isn't a bad thing, but his curiosity grew, and he wanted the next lesson. For the second lesson, his father said, "I want you to keep an eye on Iman at school tomorrow. Notice how often he works on math." The next day, Shanto went to school ready for the challenge. He quietly observed Iman all day and noticed how often he had his math books out. That evening, Shanto reported back to his father, "Dad, Iman was thinking about math all day. He was solving problems, doing puzzles, and even reading fun math books during the break." His father laughed. "That's the second lesson, Shanto. Iman is good at math because he loves it and practices it constantly. If you want to be good at something, you have to practice it, just like you practice football. You can start small, count flower petals, or do some quick mental math." Shanto smiled. He understood that with practice, he could become skilled in anything, just like he had with football. He immediately asked for the third and final lesson. His father thought for a moment. "For the final lesson, I want you to estimate how much better Iman is at math than you are." Shanto thought and said hesitantly, "I think Iman is about 3 times better than me." "Okay," his father said. "For your final challenge, I want you to work 3 times harder at math tomorrow." Shanto felt a bit nervous, but he nodded, determined to finish the challenge. The next day, after school, Shanto started his math homework. After an hour of hard work, he took a short walk in the garden and then studied for another hour. But soon, his head started to ache, and he suddenly fell asleep. Later, his father gently woke him. "Wake up for dinner, Shanto, and then come to the garden." After dinner, Shanto met his father, looking defeated. "I'm sorry, Dad. I couldn't finish the challenge. I studied so much my head started hurting, and I just passed out." His father placed a loving hand on his head. Shanto, that happens when you try to learn something you don't enjoy. Things start to feel difficult. But when you do something you love, interest builds up automatically, and everything becomes easy, just like when you're on the football field. After a moment of silence, his father gave his final piece of advice. If you want to excel at something, study what you love, or learn to love what you're doing. The easiest way to fall in love with a subject is to think about it as much as you can. Soon enough, it will start to feel easy. Shanto took these beautiful words to heart and promised to remember these 3 lessons for the rest of his life. The lesson for us today is that we all have our own interests. If we want to be great at something, we have to focus and practice. As Sir Isaac Newton once said, "My discoveries are not due to any special talent, but to years of patience and continuous hard work." In life, talent alone is worth very little without perseverance and hard work. If we love what we do, no challenge can stop us. That is how we achieve success. If you enjoyed today's story, don't forget to like and comment. Take care of yourself and your family. Thanks for watching.